We are back, GeeHateaseTV, loud and proud, with the one and only Billy Dollaz, repping Atlanta, Georgia. Pleased to meet you, my man. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. You know, just having a good Sunday. About to get ready for the week. A lot of things is working right now, so I'm just trying to stay focused.
I'm just going to jump right in there and put this on you. Do you want to tell us about why you crashed a funeral in Memphis, Tennessee, just to get some shots for your video? Wearing a pendant, I believe it was a devil pendant in front of the vicar, man. Let's go.
Hold on. Okay, that wasn't my fault. It wasn't planned for me to wear that in there. It just happened that way. Like, I was actually about to wear it, but then I was like, you know what? I ain't putting no jewelry on right now. I'm good. I ain't going nowhere.
How did it go out?
Nah, that was hilarious though. Like, we were actually on set for someone else's video, and it was a rock video, and it just happened that we needed to go in this church, and we weren't taking no for an answer. So it was like we had to do what we had to do.
Like you do. I got you, brother.
I mean, it was a funeral on the way in. People were starting to arrive as we were. It was hectic. Like, in the end, we felt really like wow about it. But it was cool though. It was a fun little day.
Did the video go well?
Oh yeah. Everything went great, man. They end up doing well. They did some nice numbers with the video. Shout out to Lonnie Hammer Down Hard. My boy Daniel Dwight. They're all over there, loving what they do. They love what Brasco does when it comes to touching these videos. Grateful.
Yeah, we had a little chat, me and Brasco, just before come on air with you to see if there's anything I could just put on you the minute you came on air, and like, we got you.
Yeah, that was one of those moments, man. Like, we needed those shots.
Yeah.
We needed
It's got to be done. Looking back at the beginning of your career, you start off really well, releasing about 2015 tracks like I Am Legend, like Rush.
Yeah, that's digitally though. Actually, my career goes back even further than that. It's almost to the point where I could tell you about some major artists that I've actually influenced, and, groups like that. But I'm gonna keep it to a minimum because I could be starting trouble when I start opening my mouth. Now I'm trying to be,
hey, come on,
a little different. You know what I mean? I got the juice though.
Everything's,
you know what I mean?
Advertising, everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're right about that. I mean, I'll put it to you like this. The beginning of my career, I was hanging with a lot of people who have done really well in music. I was with the Outsiders. Shout out to my boy Denton, Young Z, as is.
Yeah.
I was rolling out with them for a while. I was rolling with this cat named Fizz for a while.
My man.
He was doing big things with Electra Records. Couple other different labels, Crazy Cat, to be included. But me, myself, I made my bones kind of like, I started coming to Quad Studio in the beginning, and I was recording up there. I was sneaking in there recording with one of the engineers because he was like an intern at the time. So I had to get in where I fit in. And, we put together some dope records, me and my partner, because I was in a group, Tango and Cat. So that led to some things where, Red and Meth basically kind of took a few pieces of our formula and ran with it. And, they created their own little wave. And that's where all that How High shit came from, kind of, in my personal opinion, because that was my life.
Really?
Yeah.
My man.
Yes, sir.
Looking at sports, for example, like where do you go from 2015, 2016, when the digital platforms became available to you? Did you notice a difference in the way you marketed your music, the way you put it out?
Definitely. I was like a deer in the headlights, to be honest. Like,
I know.
Yeah, because it basically all took me by surprise. Because like really for a long time I had like done away with music. I won't even lie to you. I was in the streets heavy, and I was doing my thing. I was already getting paid, so I was like, the hell with it.
Second,
And
yeah.
then, you know, my boy, the late great Big Snuff, you know what I'm saying? He got a hold of one of my songs one day and then cursed me out in the parking lot of like a Circuit City or some shit. Like, yeah, it was like one day we was going somewhere. He heard one of my songs and he just snapped on me like, "What are you doing? You're squandering your talent. You like," and he just went in on me and shit. And
any
him
good
and my
friend
baby
should do
mom.
so.
And right, you know, so when and that was, you know, probably maybe like 2010 that happened. And at that point, I still was, you know, very new to how music was going at that point again, because everything had changed. You know, you got digital streaming platforms on the rise, you know, so, you know, I kind of just tried to get in the game and just feel my way around. And that's really just what I did. Like, I got in the game and I felt my way around again. Like, you know, I'm still feeling my way around. But right now, you know, we got a formula at Dirty South that's kind of untouchable. So I'm sticking with that.
You made that. When did you make that move and hook up with Brasco and Dirty South Records? Did you have a project called Dollar Jaeger?
Yep. Speaking of that, he had a
time.
Right. We both had projects that were similar in context. So I was like, I saw it and I had knew him through a guy that we both know mutually for marketing. So we were following each other because we were on, you know, the same platforms with this guy, getting our numbers up and doing our thing. And I contacted him like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, you just come out the woodworks with this project, you know, it's very similar to what I'm doing right now." Like, you know, and so we had our little falling out on Facebook originally. You know, we were fake arguing and shit. And, you know, next thing you know, we took a phone call and it was history from there. Like, it just kind of wrote itself.
The vision you both got now musically and really with the video choreography, is it something similar in style that you'd be choosing yourself as well?
I mean, honestly, video-wise, I think we did have like, you know, a different like video style, but only because of, you know, musically, he was doing something different when I came around. Like, he was dealing more with rock. I was dealing with straight hip hop. So, you know, we still had, you know, found similarities in each other. Like, you know, he's definitely one of the greatest spitters I've ever encountered in my life.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So I give him the 100% props. Like, you know what I mean? He's dope. And so I think that was like the allure for me, because what I brought to the table, you know, I didn't really know how much it was valued until the work started to present itself with us. Because sometimes you don't reach a peak until you hit certain connections and certain, you know, vibrations with different people. So me and his vibrations has kind of been working.
I first come across you really probably about 6 months prior to the 6ix9ine diss track that you did with Brasco.
Oh yeah. When
Corey Woods, was it? Corey Woods?
Yep. Corey Woods.
When the killing stopped.
My guy.
When the killing stopped.
Yeah.
What was the input there with the video wise and like the actual the narrative behind the video? Was it something that you discussed and you came to a conclusion that this is going to be a 6ix9ine diss track because of what the fucker had done snitching?
No. Honestly, like for me, I'm gonna say that it wasn't really my target to just go directly at him. I didn't really have a target, I guess you could say. I kind of just heard the beat and that's what I felt. Like, you know, I just heard the beat and I felt what I felt and I said it. And then Brasco went and did what he did and it just came together. Like, you know, it came, but we already was doing stuff like that. Cause if you go back to Outbreak, we was already collabing and it was smashing from the door. So, you know what I mean?
So now that you're on board with Dirty South and like you said, those doors are beginning to open, like the recent track you've both just done, even like Keep It Gangsta with Glasses Glow.
Yeah.
That in itself has opened some doors for you.
I mean, definitely, you know, like I'm not gonna say that it was like the most drastic of things changing overnight. It was because it's never an overnight process. But like, you know, through the working together, through, you know, just talking, building on ideas, you know, we've definitely come to a point where now, you know, we kind of in a connection state where it's about to get real ugly for a lot of people musically because we putting out
I'd like nothing more. Awesome. I have friends that are obviously artists that are rapping and doing well for themselves, but because of my relationship that I've had with Brasco in the past, it's something that I do think he'll succeed and should succeed just for his work input, and you being involved in it. That tells me about your stature and about your work ethic and commitment. So what's actually next for you though? I mean, you've just released Not Leaving Them Behind. What have you just released? What's the last
The Reboot. That was my last project.
Beg your pardon?
The Reboot.
Yeah. What was behind the concept?
Yeah.
Is there any video coming out with that?
Well, I mean, the first video for that was with Keep It Gangsta with Glasses Malone. That song is on the album. That's a part of the Reboot. And really it was just a call to like just start over. Cause I feel like music was in a turmoil state where people, you know, right now everybody doing too much. People killing too many of each other, like too much dumb shit going on. Like it's time for this shit is about music, it's about money, it's about we're supposed to be having a good time. We ain't supposed to be sitting there beating each other to death trying to get to the top. Like it's fucking stupid rat race and I'm tired of it. Yeah. So I just kind of, you know, eclectically amassed my thoughts, and you know, the Reboot was like a call to just say, let's start music over from this point and go forward.
So keep
no drama, no stress.
Track for that connection.
Yeah, that's the start. You know that because that's what hip hop sounds like.
For sure, it's lost its way so much.
That's what hip hop.
I was about to ask you, I mean, you just touched upon what you're thinking right now about music that's being put out. Is there anything more you add to that? Because I feel the same way you do. I mean, it's weak, it's wishy-washy, it's lost itself, and there's too many people. I'm glad. I want people to be successful and make money, but hitting them at one time.
I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way. And I'm sorry if I cut you off.
No.
But this is a question that I do have I think I have a pretty decent answer for. I believe personally that it's nothing wrong with making money, but artistry is that. It's artistry. It's being creative. A lot of this stuff that I hear, you know, and I'm not calling any particular name because everybody has their moments where they're doing great and, you know, others where they just make some shit. Excuse my language. But they're not putting their best foot forward in their creative, pulling their brains together to try to make this shit sound like what it's supposed to sound like. I don't see it.
Yeah.
You know, I challenge a lot of artists to just try to do better, you know, let people, because a lot of the game gets tarnished when a lot of people start to cross lines. And I think that's where things kind of went differently in the first place. You got rappers that's singing now, singers that's rapping now. Everybody, it's nothing wrong with being multi-talented, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, we still got to show respect to one's original talent. You know what I'm saying? We still got to, and do our best to bring those creative forces together and let more people do what they do. You know, music has lost its way in general.
Is there a point when sorry for cutting you off, sorry. Is there a point anywhere where if the money was on the table, you would put out something that went against your actual musical values just to make some money?
To be honest, nah. I've had those opportunities and I felt like I couldn't cut it because that wasn't my genuine person. That's not who I am. Like
$1 billion
and I honestly been blessed. Yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those backpack rappers that, you know, but I can do it. I could backpack rap with the best of them, but at the same token, I'm a street guy. You know, I did a lot of shit outside. I was outside. I'm still outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
down to our age group, isn't it? When you're a certain cut from a certain cloth, you know where you've been, what your story is, And these youngsters coming up now,
Right.
they're either ruthless or just simply money.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I got a check before and I was doing real shit then. You know what I'm saying? The same as these guys now. Like so I can't really say anything to them because I was in the same position doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Ended up going to jail, doing, you know what I mean? Going through some bullshit, all that. So I cannot knock anybody's hustle. But in the same token, I never compromised my personal creative niches to appease any record label. Like that was never my way of doing things. Like I was very arrogant in that state. I felt like my music was good the way I rolled.
You need to be as well in this day and age to make your mark. You need that little line of arrogance running through you. What are you looking at for?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I not to cut you off, but to touch on that, like I did learn my lessons too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bitter side to that learning curve as well, because being the way I was cut me out of a lot of shit. So do understand, like, you're gonna take yourself away from opportunities because you won't bend.
Lost years.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you gotta know that that's gonna come with it. But if you believe, eventually the know-how just kind of comes. It just clicks because if you keep trying, and I've learned this over the years. The more I've tried and failed, the more I've learned. It wasn't really a process where I didn't get something out of those instances where I've tried things. So now I'm just not failing.
Do you mind me asking, are you at a point now where musically you're able to just concentrate solely on your music and not have to do a side job, not have to take on different projects? Are you able to concentrate fully and put $100 billion into music on a daily basis?
Nah, I'll be honest with you, that's not realistic, bro.
Okay.
In the world we live in, that's not realistic for any artist. And I'll just be completely honest. Like, I would love to just be able to say, okay, I'm this media celebrity. I get paid for people to just look at me every day. Like, don't get me wrong. I get my numbers in. I get millions of streams. But at the end of the day, yeah, like, I still got to do what I got to do in other avenues. Like, I have other businesses that I run. I also do work. I'm not opposed to making a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everything you do is work at some point when you become an adult. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Lessons learned and all that.
You can't be out here.
You have to do that.
Yeah, you can't be out here just not trying to get a dollar for every moment that you can. That's because the world is way too expensive to just sit around and
for sure. Looking forward to this year, 2022. Have you got anything on the horizon with regards to going on tour during, like, maybe festival season across the States, etc.?
Well, unfortunately, that's kind of cloudy right now due to this new variant of the virus.
It's come from the UK.
I don't care where it came from. Omicron, Megatron, whatever. I'm hiding from it. That's the best I could do, and just trying to, continue to feed my family and put out good content. That's like my main goal. I'm not gonna think about nothing.
Lockdown, then?
Say again?
Are you back in lockdown?
Oh, no, not yet. Everything's still moving, but at the end of the day, I feel that they may have something new coming because the numbers are increasing so rapidly.
1 million plus in the States at the minute.
Right, that type of stuff. So it is what it is.
Studio.
Nope. Dirty South has its own. Dirty South has its own facilities. I can do whatever I need to do when I need to do it. I'm not worried about recording, shooting videos. Nothing. We ain't never worried.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna say thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, my man.
I appreciate you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in.
Peace out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Peace.
Bye bye.